Hi marvelous, welcome. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Bella's Creation. Today we will be doing this leopard polymer clay design. Since it's a beginner guide tutorial, I'll show you step by step how we're gonna get this kind of pattern on your clay. Stay there and watch till to the end. Also, if you have any question, don't forget to put the comment below. Let's get started. Hi Prasad, Aya, welcome. So let's get started. It's 1:07 in the morning in California and it's 8:07 in Sydney. Must be 2:30 in Sri Lanka, is that right? Thank you so much for the love, guys. We're in the middle of doing this leopard shape clay cake. First stage, first step, let's condition our clay. So this is the translucent and I'll start conditioning the translucent. Let's double tap the screen and join to the chat. This is the clay can that we're gonna make. Lots of love flying in the air. Thank you very much, everyone. To get this condition, I run this through the pasta machine. If you don't have a pasta machine, you can use your acrylic roller. My glass timer, good question. My glass timer is still here. Since it's distracting, I just put it away. Hi Smokey, welcome. Hi Nanajit, welcome to the channel. So for my regulars and the main supporters, I'll be offering the moderation. If you like to be Bella's channel's moderator, make sure you come almost every streaming. So I start conditioning my clay, running this through the pasta machine. We'll do a few more times. And this one as well. Shall we all double tap the screen and appreciate the video, guys? We're in the process of making leopard shape clay can. We will be using different colors for this project. Stay there till to the end. I'll be showing you what are the steps that you might get wrong. Gonna combine both of sheets. getting together. Let's do a couple of more rounds. Wonderful. So what we're going to do next is adding colors to this. I'll add a little bit of yellow. That's going to be enough. I'm going to mix it. Thank you very much, my lovely moderators, for keep the chat running. Few more rounds, then we'll be okay. Wonderful. So the next color that I'll be adding is a little bit of red. That's my red. Just a tiny bit, not too much. I saw Nanaji and I said hello to Nanaji. Thanks everyone for joining. So we are in the process of conditioning the red color. So these two are going to be translucent, which means once you bake it, that's going to be a little bit transparent. Marvelous, how's your day been so far? I know it's almost your night time. What are you doing up to this night? I think it's too late, isn't it? Nice. What we're going to do next is add a little bit of white on both. And I'm going to make pink, which means I'm going to add red and white together. I'm planning to get a little bit of darker color. So I'm going to add a black dot. So let's get this one conditioned first. We are in the middle of preparing colors for our leopard shaped clay game. If you have any questions, don't forget to put on the chat. I'll be adding a little bit more white. So this is going to be the center of our clay cane, which is the green here. So for the new cane that we are making, we will be doing pinkish color. It's not going to be the bright pink. We're nearly there. Few more rounds, it's gonna be ready. I really like this color. It's not magenta, sort of, isn't it? That's a pretty pink color that we get. It's more like dusty pink. Wonderful. That's ready to go. Let's quickly mix these colors. They're all coming together. What I do, I'll move the camera to the pasta machine side so you can see what I'm doing. We fold the clay and put that through the pasta machine. Few more rounds. I guess one more. Then let's do the yellow color one. It's getting a soft color when you add the white color into it. I had my lunch smoky. Sorry guys, I can't see the messages properly because cam is focused on the other direction. It's not me ignoring you guys. It's just basically I'm focusing on the work. Alrighty, one more or maybe a couple of more rounds. Wonderful. That's also ready to use. That's going to be our center. And we need black color. And after that, we're going to condition this in a different way. So what we're going to do now, roll this one. When you're rolling, give it a little press just to avoid the air bubbles. Like that. So we can literally make a little sausage. Give it a roll. I'm going to put this little bit here. So I'm not going to destroy that one. my nanochits, it's very easy when I have the pasta machine. Otherwise, you got to keep rolling on your hand or with the acrylic roller. This is what we need. Okay. What I'm going to do next is turning this into a kind of a pyramid shape. It doesn't have to be the crisp edges, more it has an irregular shape. It gives you that organic shape, because as you know, the leopard patterns are not regular. Have a look here. So it's irregular. Alrighty. This one is ready to go. Then what we're going to do is we move to the black color. Let's quickly condition the clay first. This one is pretty easy to condition. It's not hard, you can use your hand. I'm gonna give it a roll. Nice. So what we need here is same length but different with clay rolls, like little sausages. So I need 5 of them. That also doesn't have to be uniform throughout the shape. If it has a organic shape, that's gonna look good on your cake. Only thing you need to conserve is to have the same length. Let's do the next one. This time I'm gonna make it a little thin, thinner than the previous one. Tama na yung sadaya. Okay, let's do our third one. Remember, we only need 5. So what we do is we make a pyramid using the clay that you're gonna put in the center of the design. So here, come on, I can't focus this one to you. What's wrong? Okay, for this one, it's green. Why can't I focus this to the camera? That's gonna be green. So for this clay can, it's gonna be pink. So we'll give it a roll here. Let me see. Yep, that's gonna be good. So the next one also, I'm gonna do the thinner sausage. Here we go. Roll it. And the lucky last one. They're all gonna be same length but irregular. So I'll put it aside as well. And let's move to the next step, having the background color. So as you can see, the green color here gonna be the pink and the black remains the same. This beige color, what I'm gonna do, instead of the beige color here, I'll be using the rainbow color. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun. To get the rainbow color, I'm not gonna put all the rainbow colors that we have in the rainbow, but just random colors. I'm gonna trim the edges off. Let's take the extra bits off. Wonderful. And we need our purple. I'm not gonna put too much purple, just a little bit. And of course, I need white color to put that in between. This is gonna be fun. Every other clay has condition but not the white. So let's condition that first before adding that to the project. So I'm gonna give it a little roll first and then run that through the pasta machine. Last time I showed you how we know whether the clay is conditioned well is bend your clay. If it gives you a crack like that, which means your clay hasn't conditioned properly. So you got to do it a few more rounds. If you use unconditioned clay on your project, it's tend to crack during the baking process, and also that's not going to be strong. So make sure you take your time and condition your clay. Few more rounds. Maybe a couple of more. Yeah, that's ready. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna break the white into few pieces. Let's start with yellow. We will be doing the Skinner blend and the teardrop Skinner blend, which means I'm making few teardrop shapes. Make a ball and just roll only one end. Like that. Make a ball and just roll the one end. I think I had too much pink. Let's take some bit off. Seems like I don't have much purple, so I'm gonna add a little bit there. So I'm gonna organize my clay in order. Now what we're gonna do, arrange them in a row. On this need to go this end. Put white in the middle, in between your clay. So I'm gonna flatten this a little bit, especially one end, because it's easy for me to run this through the pasta machine. Okay guys, I'm gonna move towards the pasta machine. Let's change the clock as well, if Marvelous is still watching, because he or she likes the clock. Alrighty, let's run this through the pasta machine, and we might need to do this a few more times. Stay together. Okay, that's the first round. What we're gonna do, we're gonna fold this and put that through the machine again. So that's the step we will be repeating for a few more rounds. Make sure there's no air bubbles. We are in the process of making our background clay to make the leopard shape clay cake. So our background gonna be multiple colors. As you can see, the colors mixing well. I would say blending well. Let's fold on the other side, because that side looks good. So what I'm gonna do next is gonna reduce this cane first. We're gonna give it a little roll. And then press it towards the middle. And make a little triangle shape or a teardrop shape. That way we can run this to the machine again. We're gonna fold it into half. One more time. It's blending so well. So, and that's the maximum length we have here. I think that's gonna be enough. Alrighty, let's move to this end and keep our project going. Sorry, we're in the middle of making the leopard shape clay game. Instead of green, beige colors, we're gonna be using pink and rainbow colors. So let's move to the next step. We're gonna arrange this black color clay around the pink. That's gonna be the spots. How can show you. Can you see these spots? So we are creating these little spots. This is going to be more visible. Yeah. So since we have put the 7 appreciations, isn't it marvelous? Shall we all double tap the screen, guys? If you appreciate the video. So I'm going to put one big one here this end, and on the other side I'll put 2 equal size ones, and this end I'm going to put one big one and one small one. So this is how it looks like when it's reduced. So I'll give it a little press to make sure it's all attached there. And let's go to the next step. Next step gonna be wrapping our background. Guys, if you're new to my channel, Bella's Creation, and would like to see the beautiful projects like this, don't forget to click on the bell icon, and also let's double tap the screen and appreciate the video. Which way we should go now? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make small canes, the rolled sausages, you name it, that one. And gonna put here on the gaps. Let's cut the extra off, and I'm gonna move to the next color. When I do it like this, you still have the rainbow blend. Gonna add that one here. Make sure there's no gaps in between. And let's trim the edges off. Hey Ganesh, welcome. I keep the leftovers. Guys who are up there, let's get down to the chat and tell me who you are, which part of the world you're joining from. I have friends joining from California, marvelous, and few others joining from Sri Lanka, and here I'm streaming from Australia. Anybody from Australia or States or Sri Lanka? If not, tell us which part of the world you're joining from. So we are in the process of creating the background. Yeah, it's only one color, but we'll take the challenge and adding multiple colors to this project. I hope this is gonna work. Let's see, you can stay till to the end to witness it. Alrighty, the next color goes next to the other one. So our plan is to cover whole thing with this rainbow colored background. if we have enough colors. If not, we can do problem solving. So if we find the little gaps, press the clay, make sure they're all covered. Now to the next. I think I'm going to add a little bit of, no, I'm going to stick to the plan. Yeah, I'm going to stick to the plan. I was just thinking to add the blue color there. Now let's stick to the plan. Now we have stopped. Yeah. Squeeze the clay in. Make sure there's no gaps. Don't cut your finger. Make sure you do it gently. So we're nearly there. Almost, isn't it? Right here. Give it a little stretch because I feel like it's not enough length. Do it this way and cover the blackie. Few more pieces to go. I'm a little doubt whether we have enough clay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to press my clay as I cover in the other clay cones. So I need only 2, 3. And what I'm going to do the rest, I just put the sheet, rather folding it. In that way, I can cover the most of that area. Hi Dragon Boy, long time no see. Hi Prisaya, how are we today? So guys, you need to come often because I'll be reviewing the moderation next week. And if I don't see you, I'm going to take them all off. I was back. I didn't see you, Dragon. Where you have been? Where you were hiding? Down up in the mountains, is it? That's where the dragons live, huh? Ada hadani prasad haya. Make clay cane, so we are in the process of making this clay cane. That's the earring we made out of this beautiful leopard shaped clay cane. Mother Prasadaya. Okay, we'll do that. Just did it. Alrighty. What I'm gonna do, give it a little press. I know that. And make sure they all combine well. So once you press it, after that we're gonna reduce the clay again. That's an idea. Yeah. Dragon, what's the time for you? Isn't it nice, Ganeshaya? Okay guys, now we're gonna reduce this clay again. There's few ways you can reduce it. One method is hold the clay again like this and gently pull it. Do it gently. In that way, the design gonna be stay as it is. If you rush, it might hurt the design and it can be distorted. And the other way is hold your clay again like that and gently press from middle to the top. And the same way, middle to the top. My preferred way of reducing the clay is press and stretch. I know some people roll the clay, but be mindful. When you're rolling the clay, it can easily distort the shape. So once I reduce it a little longer, I'm gonna cut the cane into half and keep one half for future projects, and we will be working with one half. That's the design looks like for now. Don't get excited or judge because we haven't finished yet. So let's keep reducing. That's an idea there. So I'm in the process of making 50 key rings. I think I have done few. And I need leopard patterns, so we have few leopard patterns. And this time we'll do the rainbow one. Okay, a little bit more. Sometimes you feel rush and you want to make it rush. It managed to get on, but if you rush, it's gonna destroy your project. So right, Prasad, hey, thank you so much, Avata. Participating in the run Saturday. Alright, I think I have done enough. What we're gonna do, we're gonna trim the edges. Don't throw any of this. You can save it for future projects. Put this one there and this one here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trim this edge as well. Okay, that's better. What we're gonna do, we're gonna cut this into 4 equal parts, or maybe 5. Not sure. 1, 2. Goodness, it's not 5. 3. What I'm gonna do, you, I'm going to reduce this a little further and then cut into half. Do it gently because I don't want to distort the edges, as I want to keep them as it is a little longer. Yep. Now, little bit, tiny bit. Okay, now it's too long. Alrighty, what we're gonna do next is arrange them in order. So as you can see, the leopard patterns start forming together. Nice. Now we're going to combine them all again. Do it gently. So we are forming a round clay again with all these little shapes. Give it a little roll and start reducing the clay again. So there's few parts techniques on this process. You can replay and watch it if you're not sure, or else you can put a comment and ask a question. I'm more than happy to assist you. So we gently reducing the cane. So this cane I reduced 4 times. That's how we got these tiny patterns. So this is the first cane, and this is once we reduced it. Now 4 parts of that, now we are reducing again. Let's see how far we go. Alrighty. I need at least 4 or 3 portions of this one. So we need to do a little bit of work here. No rush. Do it gently. Let's flip the clock as well. Okay. As you can see, the edges the pajang latin edges stick up. Alrighty, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna trim the edges. As I said, don't throw them away, the tiny ones. Let's trim this end. Oh, see guys, so beautiful, I love it. It's gonna be a beautiful, and it's gonna have a good demand. I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's cut this again. 1, 2, 3. I could get 4. And I'm saving this one. There's so many bits and pieces. Alrighty, now we're gonna combine all these pretty little babies. This time, do it very gently, as I need the edges to stay as it is. it a little bit, but not too much. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? Give it a little draw now, because I need a round shape. Draw it on the surface and make sure your edges stay crisp. Couple of more roll. Stay there. And I'm gonna leave it to rest a little bit. And let's get our best by translucent gold. Let's get our translucent. It's gonna be our background. So I'm gonna this through the pasta machine a couple of times. Hi Nalika, welcome. How are we today? Long time no see. Here we go. Nalika, you ready for the break? How about it? Nice. Let's trim the edges. Emma, after a long time, Nalika akka. Mං හිතුවට මම අමතක වෙලා ගියා. අන්නකි moderation දුන්නා. හැබැයි එන්න ඕන ගෙදර. next මම every week moderation reset කරනවා. හදිස්සියවත් ආයෙත් දාට moderation ඇතුළත හිතන්න එපා. ආවම ආයෙ දෙනවා. Okay. Now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna use this beautiful clay cane and do some beautiful creations like this. So, fun part, we're gonna slice this. And remember, as you saw, we have done lots of work with the clay. So you poke it, you stretch it, you roll it. So the clay is so soft. When you're cutting this, when you're slicing this, it can be disordered. So if you think your clay gonna be disordered, leave it and let it rest before you slice it. But if you're in a rush, put it in the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes, then it will be ready to go. Since I don't have time to do any of those, I'm gonna carefully give it a slice. Can you see? Yeah. Look at that. So, I need a round shape. I know, Aki, even I don't have time to go to other friends streaming because I'm super duper busy. I know that, sorry. So we are slicing it like that. Then I'll show you how we're gonna arrange it on our background and what we can do with that. So as we have whole big one, you can do the little bigger clay cane next time. so you can mix and match. And if you have any leftovers, make sure you wrap it with a glad wrap and put it in an airtight container so you can keep it for a long time. It's nice, isn't it? I'll give it one more slice. So that's this and that's that. So far we have done the brown color one. I don't have anything to show. Everything's sold out. We have a magenta, now green we just created yesterday, and I have few from the pink. That one and this one, that's all we got. Everything's sold out. Alrighty, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna arrange this on the cane. Let me see, I can zoom it. Yeah, can zoom it. Can you see now? Let's zoom a little bit more. Perfect. Right. What we're gonna do next is arrange these little babies on our clay patch. I just round the edges so I can reach to the corners easily. Reshape it if you want to reach the corners. More to go. Shall we all double tap the screen if you appreciate what we are doing here, guys? And also, if you're new to Bella's creation, don't forget to click on the bell icon to see the projects like this. So our next streaming day gonna be, when it's gonna be Tuesday. Oh no, Sunday. Oh, actually, I'm not sure about this Sunday. We'll see. Sure, not tomorrow. Alrighty, this is how it looks like once we arrange them all. What do you think? Tell me your thoughts. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna roll this and flatten it a little bit. Just put it there in case. That's gonna be my margins, and I'm gonna put the baking paper on top of it to make sure it's not gonna stick onto my rolling pin. So I'll give it a little roll and do it gently and carefully. little bit to make sure we have an even surface. You can touch it and see, feel. If you feel it bumpy, that means you need to give it a further rolling. Done. I'll purposely stretch the edges. It's because I can get a different design on it. Let me show you before I start cutting into the designs. Let me lift it up and show you this is how it looks like once we get the roll. If you like to add a texture onto this surface, you can use the rolling pins. I might do a little bit of leather texture because it goes well with the leopard shape. And when you roll, do it gently. We're not pressing too hard. If you don't have a rollers like that, simply you can use the sandpaper. You might have seen I'm using that on my different projects and projects. So this is if it looks like once you give it a roll with a texture roller. Okay, now it's time for us to pick and choose a cutter and do our shapes. You can go with a round cutter shape as this, or else this one also looks good. That one also looks good. Only thing is I don't like the large ones. Since I don't like the large ones, I don't do the large ones. Triangles looks good as well. Maybe let's do a few triangles and some rounds. I'm gonna use the glad wrap to cover the clay patch. It's actually prevent sticking the clay onto your cutter. Right. Need some water. I don't know how long I talked today. So many appointments. Lots of talking. Even today, so I nearly lost my voice. Let's see where it's gonna be the good design, then let's give it a cut. That's that. We do the similar one here. Gonna take the foil off. do the rounds. When I'm doing the rounds, I'm trying to get these margins as well, because I think it has a good design on it. Here you go. Um, 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 um. Maybe here. Now, here. Right in the middle. Alright, it looks similar. So that's gonna be your star. And it's the beautiful two pieces of earrings. Once you bake it, you would see the colors and also the translucent effect as well. That's gonna be good. And what I'm gonna do is piece the triangles. I'm gonna piece this right in the center. I can see take it out. I can see my glad wrap or the clear wrap stuck here. Let's take it out gently without disturbing the button. Okay, done. Let's piece this one too. And do it from the top. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you how we're going to create the studs like this. Let's take the rest off from the board. Take that off gently. Those are going to be little triangle earrings. That's going to hang like that. And I'm going to create a few studs. After that, a couple of beads. Studs. I'm going to use this small cutter. That's going to be perfect. Let me see whether I have any. Yeah. Let's use this too. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it on my little mold. Press it gently towards the end. Put this one at the back. And I'm gonna use translucent to cover the back. Press it hard. Make sure they all combine well inside. off. Oh, it's cookie marked. Go back inside, we haven't finished it. Press it gently, and I'm gonna do it again to make sure the binding is secured well onto our stud. And gently peel the extras off. Since we are working with the translucent is a little bit of difficult if you are using the Primo. So fill is too soft, but the Primo is strong and it does has a durability. Wonderful, I think we finish our first part. Let's make sure no extra around the mold and gonna take it out. So that's a beautiful stud we just created. And that was the previous one, the pink one. It got the larger buttons. One that we created got the smaller buttons. And this goes in the same oven, 130 preheat oven for 30 minutes. Okay, let's do the second stud because it's a pair. And let's put our binding in the middle. HUT gadget method method. Then what we're gonna do, we cover it with the translucent. The reason what I'm doing this one is translucent, it has a really good finishing. It's beautiful, isn't it, Nalika? Okay, I'll give you the one that I'll show you one that I did previously with 4 gemstone one. So that was the finishing. See, you can't see what's inside. It's secured and it's beautiful. So that was kind of a gemstone effect එකක් අපි oven කරන් පස්සේ මෙන්න මේ වගේ finishing එකක් තමයි එන්නේ. This kind of finishing that you get once you put it translucent. It looks very nice. It takes time to fix it, but once you fix it, it looks very nice. Let's finish this one. You like it, isn't it? Alrighty. I put one more bit so we can press nicely and gently. What we're gonna do next is slowly take the extras off. Easiest way is peel the layers, not the whole thing. When you do the small layers, it will be easy to reach to the end. Okay, a little bit more to go. let's give the finishing touches. Ready to come out. That's the other baby. It's a twin. There are our twins. In together. Aren't they beautiful, people? Let's double tap the screen and appreciate the video. If you like what I'm doing here, and if you're new to my channel Bella's Creation, would like to see the projects like this, don't forget to click on the bell icon so you will get the notification when I'm doing streaming or put a long video for tutorials or do a short video for fun. Alrighty, what we're gonna do next is I quickly show you how we're gonna create a bead as well. One little hiccup when you do the translucent one. It's tend to what do you call the stitch? It's very sticky. The translucent වැඩ කරද්දී තියෙන disadvantage එකක් කියන්නත් බෑ. ඒ වගේ තමයි ඒක චුට්ටක් ඇලෙනවා. Sorry. I think I'm gonna do a fresh slice. I tried to use the leftovers. Not much practical, but the designs left there is not worthy. Alrighty. Let's give it a cut here. And I'll show you how we're gonna do one bead. I need 2 tiny slices. And press it a little bit. Like that. And I'm gonna use whatever the leftover clay as the fillers. And put a little ball on here. And we're gonna cover it gently. I'm gonna use this size mold. Press it gently. And same. We're gonna make a little bowl. Put on the middle of your clay. Give it a little roll. Place it there and press. As you can see, it doesn't fill properly. So what I'll be doing is I'm gonna use the leftover clay and fill it. This side gonna be hide, so don't worry too much on it. But be mindful on the other side, which is the design side. And we're gonna combine those two together. When you're doing it, just pick and choose a place which match the designs. Give it a little roll on your hand. I have a perfect situation to give you a little tip. As you can see, there's a little gap here. So what we're gonna do, I'll show you how we're gonna fix that. What we're gonna do, get your needle tool. If you don't have a needle tool, get a needle and just press it. And close the gap. It's like doing a little surgery. And let's roll it again. Here you go, we close the gap. And now beautiful leopard shape bead ready to go in the oven. So these are the creations that we created today, beautiful people. I showed you how we created this big cane, and with that cane we reduce it up to here, and with that reduced cane we created a beautiful studs, beads and earrings. So thank you very much for joining with me today from the beginning. I'm not gonna say any names because I keep forgetting who was there. ඉතින් අද එකතු හැමෝටම ගොඩක් සිතේ මාත් එක හිටියට ඊළඟ දවසත් ස්ට්‍රීමින් එනකම් පරිස්සමෙන් ඉන්න සතුටින් ඉන්න. Until I come on the other day, stay safe, stay happy guys. It's me, Bella's Creations.